Okay, this is a mock exam, a sample exam. That is explaining you how your major 2 gonna look like. So you need to solve all the exam to understand the expectation from me in your major 2. So there will be 5 questions. Okay, the first question is 2.5 mark, 2.5 mark, and then there are 3 questions out of which you need to do 2. Right? So let's do one by one. The first question here. Okay, the first question is about the output. So what you have to do is you have to write the output. Now, what I need is I need your 100% undivided attention. Put your mobile phone away, please, right? And stop doing whatever you're doing. Okay, this is more important than anything else that you are doing right now. Now, I'm going to give you the key to solve a question, output question. The key to output question is that you have to run with the code. So you need to understand, it's called dry run. So you need to run with the code. If there's a loop, it has 10 iterations, so you go with every single iteration, one by one, so you know what is the value of that variable. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to set here and look at it. This is and value 5. This is a variable, right? 5. Then you got I value 1. And then you get j value 1. Well, you can see that, right? Okay. What is the first loop? First loop starts from I less than equal to end. And within that loop, you got another loop. And when you try and solve a question that has require you to provide an output, in Python it's very important that you understand the indentation. With the indentation, you will know which statement is under what loop. So that's the most important thing. So if we look at it, this is the first indentation, right? What it means is, this statement and that statement is under outer loop. This is your outer loop, right? And these 2 statements are under the inner loop. So there's a loop within loop. Now, conceptually speaking, when you have a loop within a loop, for every iteration of outer loop, the inner loop has to run completely. Okay? So what it means is, for one iteration of while less than equal to end, the inner loop will do all its iteration, whatever there are. And then it goes back to the next iteration of outer loop. So it's like, if I am of Idnan to, and Idnan is the outer loop, and Turkey, my friend here, is inner loop, okay? And Idnan, you say 1 to 3, and Turkey, you count 1 to 4, right? So you're gonna say first 1, right? Your outer loop, say 1. 1. And now Turkey has to run 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you go back and you're going to say 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for outer one iteration, inner loop has to run completely. Okay, that's the key for nested loop, otherwise known as nested loop as well. Now, here, let's dry run it, right? So we say I is 1. Okay, less than equal to end. What is end? 5. Okay, is this condition true?
Yeah.
Yes, it means it will get into the loop, right? And what is the second loop? J is 1, right? Oh, what was that? Oh, no. J is 1, less than equal to?
1.
1. Okay, now you got a J at less than equal to. Because it's equal to, what it means is, that is also true. If it is 1 less than 1, that would be false. It will not come into this loop. Because we said equal to, so it is true as well. So now it's going to print value of j. What is the value of j?
1.
1. So it's going to print 1. Okay? And then it's going to say j is equal to j plus 1. So j becomes 2. It goes back. Now 2 is less than equal to 1? No. It will break the loop and come to the last statement, which is on the outer loop. It is outside the inner loop, right? I is equal to I plus 1. I is what?
1.
Now I is already 1 and it becomes 2. Right? I become 2. Now this goes up there. Is 2 less than 5 equal to 5? Yes. It comes in and it says j is less than I is because I is 2. Okay? It's going to be like this. Is j, and j is right now what? 2 already, right? 2 less than equal to 2? Yes. Because it's less than equal to. It's equal to, right? So it comes here and print j. And j is what? 2. And then j is equal to j plus 1. J becomes 3. Right? When j becomes 3, and then it is gonna go back and check again. Now 3 is now less than equal to 2. So it will break the inner loop and come to this statement, which is part of outer loop. I is equal to I plus 3. Now I become what? 3. It's already 2. So add 1 to it, it becomes 3. Now 3 is less than equal to
5, yes.
5. That is true, right? It comes here. If 3 is less, and that's also 3, right? If j, this is true. J is 3, I is 3. It comes here and print 3, which is j. Okay? And make j. How do I get rid of this?
Just delete.
I can delete it, right? 4, right? 4. I don't want to delete the whole thing. I just want to delete a little bit of it.
Yeah, what it is, yeah.
This one?
No, it's
You gotta be kidding me, right? Good. Oh, this is
Press the side.
yeah,
all right. And here we are
Home.
home. This one. Right. Okay. There we go. Finally, we're gonna be there. Bingo. Okay. So where we were? 3, right? So we were at j is equal to. We were j is equal to
4.
so let's start from there. So
3.
3 less than equal to 5, and here we were 3 is less than equal to 3, and here we had 1, 2, and 3. Now, then once it's printed here 3, right? Then it j is equal to j plus 1. Okay, it becomes 4.
Change J. This
Okay.
over here and
J, and here this one will change I.
4.
And I will become 4. Okay? Is 4 equal to 4? Yes, it will print 4. Make it 5. Okay? And make this one 5 as well. And is 5 is equal to less than 5? Yes. Come here, print 5. Okay? And J will become 6, right? I will write it here. 6 less than equal to 5, and this will become 5 less than equal to 6 less than equal to 6. Now, it comes here, 6 less than equal to 5? No. After printing 5, it will make it 6 here, right? It goes there, is less than equal to 5? No. It will stop there. Okay? It will not come into the loop again. End of story. So what will be the output? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's your answer. Right? Now, any questions about this? Is it clear? Okay, so what you need to understand is conceptually inner and outer loop. I'm going to explain the second question now. Okay? Now, the only difference between the first question and second question is that in the second question, you have a slightly different loop. It's called for loop. Right? The second question is for loop. In the for loop, you work slightly differently than the while, because in for you have outer and inner. The concept is same. Okay? And there is a continue command. What is the continue? Continue means you skip the iteration. When the loop is running and it comes to continue, it doesn't go further in that loop. So first thing first, we need to understand the indentation. So what is under the outer for loop? Only the inner loop. Right? And what is under the inner loop? This if condition and print command.
what is continue?
Continue mean when continue statement, basically when it comes in the loop go to the next iteration when it executes the continue. There's a two command, continue and break. Break mean exit the loop. Doesn't matter what it is doing, exit it, stop it. Continue mean go to next iteration. So if I say while I is less than 5, okay, or for I say for I in range or whatever, right? And you start from 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you find a continue, you don't go further. You start the next iteration. 3, then 4, then 5. They mean you skip the remaining part of the iteration. So what is the remaining? This print. It will skip print when this is true. Right? When the condition is true, it will continue, which means it will not come further down. One thing you need to understand is outer loop is there, but inner loop you have all these commands. So if this is true, it will go back to the next iteration, it will not come here. Okay, that's what continue means. Right? Because it's supposed to go to the next iteration. It is not going to run the remainder of iteration. Okay, what is the remainder? This statement, how many statements are on the inner loop? 1, 2 and 3. If this 1 is true, it will continue, which means it will not come to 3. If 1 is not true, continue will not happen, it comes to 3 always. Right? Now let's do the what do you call it? Let's try and understand it. Okay? Now, when the first time the outer loop runs, what will be the value of I? Because outer loop is with the I, inner loop is with J, and this is first is I, and these are J. So what is the value of first time when the loop runs? Value of I would be 2, J would be 2, right? And this condition is true, isn't it? I is equal to J. So it means it will continue, it will not print anything.
It will what?
Continue, which means it will not come to this statement, this one. This will, because this is under, if it goes to the continue, the loop doesn't continue, it goes to the next iteration, right? So next thing we're going to do is go back and it come to this second, right? It come to the, because outer inner loop has to completely run before it goes to the outer loop. So now the value of J is 4, right? This one. Okay? And I is 2. Is I equal to J now?
Yes.
If
No.
I is 2, J is 4.
No.
So now it's not. So it will come to here and print this one. This is our print command. So what will it print? I, what is I? 2. Then stir it. It's going to print stir it. Then J, what is J? 4. Then equal sign. And then I multiply by
Times 4.
J. So it's 8. Right? That's what it's going to print. Then it's going to continue. Are you understanding, Ma? Okay, no worry, you have to watch the video again, or maybe you and I need to work one-to-one as well a little bit, right? Now, what would the third iteration value of J would be 6?
J would be 6, so it would be
2 and 6. So not equal, right?
and
It come here and it print what is value of I? 2. What is value of J? 6. And I times J? 12. Right? Then it goes to, now the 6 is done, right? Now it goes to the outer loop because inner loop has completely run. Make sense? Yeah? Okay. So now what is the outer loop is going to do? It's going to make outer loop 4. The value of I 4. Now for a value of I 4, the inner loop has to completely run from 2 again. So first time it will be 2. 2 and 4 and this is 4.
4 and 2.
4 and 2. So 4 and 2 mean I is not equal to J, right?
Right.
So it is, what is value of I? 4. What is value of J? 2. And that would be 8, right? The second time loop run, now it is 4 and 4.
Continue.
Yeah? 4 and 4 mean continue. It will not come here and print it, right?
4 and 6.
And then it goes up there and 4 and
6.
this would be 6. 4 and
24.
that will remain 4 and this is 6, right? 4 is not equal to this, so it will come here and you will say 4 times 6 is equal to 24, right? This one. Make sense? Okay. Then it's completely run.
6.
Inner loop. Now outer loop become 6, right? And inner loop will start from 2 again. Yeah? So come here, 2 is equal to, 6 is equal to 2? No,
Print.
it's print, right? So what is value of 5?
6 multiplied
6 multiplied by 2 equal to 12, right? And then it goes, it makes it, this remains 6, this becomes 4. Not equal?
24.
It will do 6 times
4.
24.
4, 24. Then this becomes 6.
No.
The value, this will go here, isn't it? Next iteration.
Then print this is the.
Yeah, so it will 6, 6.
Equal.
Yeah, is equal?
Yes.
So it will not go back and will not print. When it's 6, 6, it goes back. Inner loop finishes, outer loop finishes. End of the story. So that will be your output. Now, you shouldn't take my word for it, right? You should try and print it and see if it does it or not.
Yes.
Yeah? So let's do that.
Yeah, you can put it there.
Okay, I need to work with indentation, okay? So indentation is like this, okay? It's a tab always, right? This, like this. I think it's better to do indentation like this. You go back and enter, it always get to the right place. And this one here, print command, is actually not here, but here, right? Now it is indentation is perfect. Okay.
The bracket.
I'm going to do a little bit this one, right? Now I'm going to run this, which is not going to run because I need to refresh it. This one, I refresh it, reload it, okay, and select here Python,
Just make it.
make it small so that I can, I'm making it a lot for the video actually, but I can make it small. Python is here. I copy paste my code, okay, I run it, and while I run it, I increase the size and I show you the output. Oh, output
The
continue.
bracket, yeah.
Which bracket?
Line number 7.
Print.
Yeah.
The print and
Oh,
then-
bracket, yeah, bracket. Thank you, Turkey. Turkey, you, what did you have for breakfast today? He's been raising so many intelligent questions this morning. Here we go. Now, can you fix that one, Turkey?
Line 5.
Huh?
Line 5.
Line 5, what's the problem with line 5?
Indentation.
Huh? Indentation. Yeah? Okay, so what is it with indentation? We go there, here. This is okay.
Slide.
Huh? It's right? So there's a problem, right? Let's read the question. Indentation and practice on line 5. Continue. Continue. This is under this. Oh, this one here. Yeah, tab. Okay? Because it's gonna go further down. So here we are. Bingo.
Go up.
Go up. I think I need to do this. Minus.
There's no more.
Two. 4.
It only did 2 with 4 and 4 with
2, 4, 6.
2. Why didn't you 2 times 4?
And 4 times 2.
because maybe you write first with the second, so 2 with 4, then 4 with
First, I start from 2 and 2. It's going to skip that one.
yes.
Then it's going to do 2 and 4.
Then that's
That's 8.
Huh?
yeah. Then first and second 2 with 4, and then it will go 4 with 4.
No, but then it's going to do 2 with 6 as well. And then it's going to do 2, 4, 6. It's strange.
You will continue.
Huh?
You continue.
Because I'm so sorry, my bad. Because I was printing this under this command. Oh, sorry, no. This command is here. This command is not there. In the code here, this print is under if.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why you got that one. The answer is right. Because we did this wrong in the indentation. That way. There you go. Okay? Oh, sorry, I deleted that one. But that's the right answer. That's the answer that we did, right? But if you do, the only thing it will not print is
The same
2,
one.
2, 4, 4 and
6,
6, 6. Rest is everything is printed and exactly what I explained you. Okay? Any questions?
Go ahead.
Huh?
Next question.
No question? Alright, let's do the third question. The third question is about writing the code. Right? Now, shall I write the code here on the whiteboard? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the right code here. Use the data type to define list. Okay? In the list, store percentage marks that is out of 100. Okay? And for 9 students. So that means you need to run a loop for 9 students to take the list value. So what do you need to learn? You need to learn how to define a list, how to add a value to list using loop. Next, using loop and if-else control structure. First, take input. Oh, I'm good. I'm surviving with your iPad. We get another one, new one. So you take the input and then you print the score between 60% and 90%, right? So let's do one by one. First, what do you say? Okay, when you do a question, I'll also teach you a technique how to solve a question. Always read the question and highlight the important parts. What are the important parts? Appropriate to define a list. That's important, right? What else is important?
Marks.
Store the percentage marks for 9 students, which means the list size has to be 9. What next? Using loop and if-else condition. First take the input from the user, okay, and then print the marks for all students whose marks are between these. This is the condition, right? So let's start out with this. So we gotta do is list, okay, like this, okay. You do list. Okay, no worries.
I will watch that.
No problem. List, and the second thing you do is you say take input from the user, right? Now what I do is instead of typing it here, I can type it so you can see the output, right? So I'm going to do this here, online GDP. I'm going to zoom out slightly so you can see it properly, and I'm going to do this here. Okay, so first thing first, you do the list, right?
Yes.
List. Like this. Second thing you do is, you take the input from the user into the list. But if you want to take 9 values, you have to define a for loop. For, what would be that? For I in range 9 values, right? So if you're gonna take 9 values, you're gonna start from 0 because the list starts from 0. And it is 9 means 8 because it starts from 0. So if you say so if you say I range in range 0 to 8, which means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's basically 9, 8 values. So you gotta say here 9. If you say 9, that's exactly 9 value because it starts from 0. It will not include 9. Okay? So it will be I sub 0, I sub 1, I sub 2. Because when you do this and you take a value, because we're going to take a value because we're going to compare the value, that's why we have to take the value we're going to take a value as a. Now, one thing you need to understand, you want to add a value to the list, you should call the function called append. What function? Append. Append is you call the function in the list, you add a value to it, right? And within the append function, you gotta do input, right? But you gotta do input with converting it to integer, right? So that's why I'm putting integer as well there. Input, and that I will say enter the value, enter the marks. And that could be actually marks, by the way. You can call list or marks. Okay? And we can call it, okay, that's fine. Now next is, when I run this, it will take how many values from me?
9.
None. Okay? And put into what?
This.
List. So let's run it and check it out. Here we go. First error. What is the error? Here, colon. I didn't do the colon. Bingo. Okay? Now, what is the first value? Maybe 5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, you know what I should do? I should have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I know how many I entered. So I do it again. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's it. So it took 9 values from me and put it to list. What else I need to do? If I go back to the question, what is the question saying? Using loop and if else control structure, first take the input value. Yes, I took using loop. I don't need if else for that. But I need to use another loop, then print the marks for all students who have scored between this. So that I need again another loop with the if else to print the marks who has marks are between 60 and 90. All I have to do is, I have to just go here. And oh, what's that? I got to do zoom out related because it's too much. Okay, so these are 3. I deleted one. Man, what did I do? Yeah. Okay. Now another loop for, I call it J, right? This loop I can J, right? J range again, range same, right? 0 to 9. And what I will do, this time I'm going to put a if condition on list, right? If list J, which means when the loop runs, first time it will be 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, is
60.
Greater than 60, because between, isn't it? If you look at
Equal.
if you read the question, it says between. Between means greater than.
Equal.
And
No equal because it's between.
Yeah.
Between mean greater than.
He said that
Between. When I say equal to or greater than, that's what you do. Between is a different word. Between means greater than.
The middle.
Yeah, greater than 60 and list J is less than 90. Right? And what do you do? Print it, right? If that's the marks, you just print it. That's it. Nothing else. All you have to do is print it. Okay? Now it will print all the marks, those are between 60 and 90. Let's do it. That's it. Nothing else. Period. You solve the question. So I'm going to do a zoom out a little bit so that we can have enough space there when you run it and see. Okay, so marks I'm going to now enter from 40. 40, 50, then I'm going to do 65. This is going to get printed, right? 65.
Yes.
70 also printed, right?
Yes.
75 will be printed. 80, 90 and 100. Will 90 be printed?
90 years.
Less than 90.
This is
90 will not be printed.
90 will not be printed because it's less than 90.
Between 60 and 90.
Between 60. So
90 because
even it will start from 65, 70, 75,
Sir,
80.
can it read decimals or no?
You can read decimal, but you need to do float for
In
that.
this question, I only write the input or I also.
A code, just a code, just a node.
Yeah, so this, I don't need this.
You don't need to do it. And finally, 110. So what is printing? 65, 70, 80, 75 and 80, because not 90, because 90 is not between. Okay, so this is what the output is, and that's what they expect you. So your answer is 100% right for this question, right? And that's the answer to it. Where is the answer? Yeah, that's the answer to it. That's it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the next question and then maybe take a break, really, because my lungs are now hurting. But I think we can continue, and maybe we take a break, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a break. Yeah.